Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I will be talking about something very exciting. I will be talking about upcoming new cruise ships. Now you all know I do love my cruises and talking about cruises and making videos about cruises, and if you're watching this video I'm sure you do too. So I thought let's talk about some new cruises that are coming into service in 2023. And just from doing my research, obviously I have a look just before I make a video and see what ships are coming into service very soon. Just from having a look, there are some amazing ships that are coming out soon. So without further ado, let's have a look at some, starting with Resilient Lady. Now Resilient Lady is of course a ship owned by Virgin Voyages, and Virgin Voyages isn't actually fairly old. I would say it's a fairly new company. It's only been in service a couple of years. They've got a couple of ships now, their first one being Scarlet Lady, but they're really starting to bring out some more competitive ships that will compete with other cruise lines in the business. Now Resilient Lady is due to grace our presence in June, with the first sailing being the 4th of June this year, and her maiden season will focus on the Mediterranean and other parts of Europe. Now the ship will have a passenger capacity of 2,770 passengers, which, going from just thinking of other ships in the cruise line industry currently, that's fairly small in comparison. But of course those of you that have sailed on a Virgin voyage know that Virgin Voyages do things differently. They've sort of switched it up a bit. It is adults only. There are a few things on board that you wouldn't find on a normal cruise ship. And knowing a few people that actually work for Virgin Voyages, they do like to talk about certain things that they do offer, or certain things that may or may not be available to guests in their cabins. I'll leave you to do the research for that. Now, although there are obviously differences to other cruise lines, Virgin is staying consistent with a lot of the things that they do have on their ships. So you've got the hammock on the balcony, you've got the non-buffet sort of restaurant that sort of is in place of a normal buffet on other cruise ships, but there are similarities across the board there for Virgin. So I am certainly looking forward to Resilient Lady coming into service, and if you've got a voyage booked on Resilient Lady or any of the other Virgin cruises, let me know down below. Now the next cruise ship arrival of this year is none other than Norwegian Viva. Now you will obviously know Norwegian Viva is done by Norwegian Cruise Lines, and she is due to come into service in August with her first cruise August 26th, which is my birthday. And her maiden season and first couple of cruises will include places like Italy, Greece and Croatia. So lovely places there. Norwegian Viva will have a guest capacity of just over 3,200. So again, in comparison, she's not a very large ship. She is classed as a mid-class ship. So just going from comparisons, she is a similar size to P&O's Ventura and Azura. So if you like cruising on mid-sized ships that aren't too big but don't feel tiny, this is probably the best one for you. And of course Viva is the sister ship to the newest Norwegian cruise ship currently, which is Norwegian Prima. And so if you have sailed on Prima before, it will feel familiar if you go on Viva, because there will be a lot of similarities. But of course sister ships, not twins, so there will feature some new things available with regards to the entertainment and the restaurants on board. Now Norwegian Viva is definitely a popular ship, and she hasn't even come out yet. I know just from doing my research, from speaking to people, from looking on like Facebook groups, she's being spoken about like religiously, and she's not even out yet. So I know she'll definitely be popular, and of course Norwegian Cruise Line is a favourite among you know, experienced cruisers. So I am very excited for August to see Viva actually come out and start sailing. And again, if you've got a cruise on Norwegian Viva or any Norwegian cruise ship, please do let me know. Now moving on to our next ship due this year, the Celebrity Ascent. Of course Celebrity Ascent is owned by Celebrity Cruises, part of the Royal Caribbean International Group, and she will have a capacity of again nearly 3,300 people. So a very, very similar size to Norwegian Fever and other similar midships as well out there that I have of course spoken about before. So Celebrity Ascent is due in December this year, so the very end of the year sadly, but her first sailing is the 2nd of December. And that sailing is of course around the Caribbean. Where else would you go in December? Now, Celebrity Cruises is another favourite out there from a lot of people I've spoken to. So many people have sailed on Celebrity Cruises, whether that's on the older ships like the Silhouette or Millennium, to the newer ones like the Apex and Edge. And also, we've just had a new one come out from Celebrity called Celebrity Beyond, and that was very, very well received. So we are certainly looking forward to Celebrity Ascent in December. When we went on our Caribbean cruise, one of the ports that we stopped at, we had, I think it was Celebrity Millennium, right next to us docked, so we could see into like their balconies and the ship and vice versa. And some of these suites on that ship had like hot tubs on the balconies. It was insane. So if Ascent and other ships are doing something like that too, that is just amazing. Imagine having a suite, being in the middle of the ocean and sitting on your balcony in a hot tub. There are just no words. But from the many people I've spoken to, you don't really have to say much about Celebrity because you'll get people talking and you'll get people excited and people book religiously. So I cannot wait for the end of the year when Celebrity Ascent does come out. And all of this talk about cruises is making me jealous because I want to go on like all of these ships. But one of the things I love, and the reason why I like talking about cruises and having this vlog about cruises, because I get to do the research, I get to look and I get to watch other videos and I get to watch people going on them, and I can go on them myself as well. So I'm really excited that I can talk about all of this. Next on the list we've got MSC Euribia. Now MSC Euribia is of course done by MSC Cruises, and this ship is huge, like 6,000 people or just over 6,000 people on board. That is a very, very large ship, like almost competing with the largest like Royal Caribbean ships. And she is due into service in June this year, so not too long to wait. And Euribia will feature the largest water park at sea. Now MSC, as you know, will do really well when it comes to their water parks, whether that's just slides, anything in terms of the pools. They do a really good job, so it'd be really exciting to see this largest water park. Now I was actually going to book an MSC cruise this year on the Virtuosa. I believe it was going to Amsterdam or Rotterdam, same thing. But I like to do research, as I'm sure everyone does with any holiday they book, and I found more negative reviews than positive for MSC, not specific to the Virtuosa, more just the MSC cruise line as a whole. And there was a lot of negativity towards the staff, towards other passengers, towards the entertainment and the food. So I held off and I haven't booked anything yet. But if you have sailed on an MSC cruise, can you let me know in the comments, because I would love to hear all feedback. I also read a review that one of the staff members made a guest cry over something. Now I do take a lot of the reviews with a pinch of salt because you never know what was said and what was true. But yeah, if you're having a review and someone's made you cry on board, that's never really good, is it? But I would like to book an MSC cruise. I've always wanted to go on one, so you never know. But I'm still really excited for Euribia coming out very soon. And then the last ship I'm going to talk about that's due out this year is the Carnival Jubilee. Now Carnival Jubilee is obviously owned by Carnival Cruise Line, and she is due to come out into service in November of this year. And she will have a guest capacity of 5,400 people, which makes Carnival Jubilee the largest ship in the Carnival fleet. Now when I was doing my research for this, I was thinking, how can you top Carnival Mardi Gras? Because Mardi Gras has a roller coaster on it. But judging from the looks of the concept art and all the information that Carnival are releasing regarding this ship, she looks insane. And I know Carnival cruises are very party, family friendly, always for the good vibes. And that's what I love about going on a cruise. You only want positivity and a lot of fun. Oh, and just to point out, Jubilee will also have a roller coaster, like the same one as Mardi Gras. So yeah, but it looks like they're going to top it even more. So as well as the roller coaster, there is also live like family shows. They're doing Family Feud, which if you're English, that's the same as Family Fortunes over here. They will also have water slide, and looks like a water park as well, just judging from the information that I've got. And of course there's so much to do for the children, including Seuss at Sea, which is all about the Dr. Seuss books. And just a thing, here I am obsessed with the Cat in the Hat. So if I was on this ship, Seuss at Sea, I'll be there every day. I want to meet Cat in the Hat and Thing 1 and Thing 2. But I'm buzzing for Carnival Jubilee and all the other ships as well. If you've got any comments or anything regarding any of the ships, or if there's any more new ships that you wanted me to mention, do comment down below. And I will also be doing the same type of vlog for ships due in 24, because there are so many for next year. Like, it's amazing. I've written so many down to cover, but there's just too many. So I'll try and name as many as I can in another vlog for next year. I'm so excited for all of those ships and the many more that are due this year. But again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another vlog.